Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been such a long time since I've actually uploaded a new video. I've just been so busy. Life has had its definite challenges for me. So I can explain that later on in the video as I'm doing this tutorial. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial for you guys. It's just something small, subtle, a little bit of a kind of coverage that I would say is an everyday kind of wear. I definitely like this little style that I've been going with. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I have my hair up, as you can see, because I don't like to really get any kind of foundation or anything in my hair. So I'm going to start with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I really love how this stuff works. I can basically just put it like anywhere and rub it in. The only thing that I really just don't like about this is the smell. I kind of think like it smells like a little medicated to me. Like, honestly, I'm not even sure. But I guess it's supposed to give you like a poreless look when you put your foundation on. And today, that's a look that I'm going for. Usually I use the Wet n Wild Matte primer, and that comes in like a little black squeeze bottle. But today I'm using the e.l.f. brand. By the way, I also want to put this disclaimer out there that in no way am I any kind of a professional makeup artist at all whatsoever. So just bear with me on this tutorial because, like I've stated before in my past videos, I am not a professional in any way. None of these videos are sponsored in any way, and don't judge. I can only use what I could afford as far as makeup goes. So now that I finished using the primer, I think what I'm going to do next is I have my beauty blender right here and it's nice and squishy. What I will do next is I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the color Golden Beige. This one matches my skin tone pretty well. It actually took me a little bit to find, you know, like a Wet n Wild brand that I could actually find with my skin tone, because of the fact that my skin tone kind of just fluctuates. It's more of an olive tone naturally, but when the seasons change, my skin tone kind of changes as well. So it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of like changes with it. It just makes it really weird. So it makes it harder for me to be able to find something that I can be able to use as far as like a foundation goes and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to sit here and blend this in for a little bit. As you can see, I really like the kind of beauty blenders that can expand when you get them wet, because I feel like I can get more coverage that way. The pros and cons, I have to say the pros and cons about the beauty blenders that you can get wet with that is the well, I think that sometimes it'll absorb some of the foundation, but it also like helps with the whole like minimizing the amount that you use, in other words. So it's like you don't have to use a whole lot, but you don't have to use very little either. And so I kind of feel like it's a good thing and a bad thing to use at the same time, but I honestly don't mind it because it works for me. You know, I've done this look so many times with a brush and I cannot get the same coverage with a brush because I feel like with a brush I have to use so much more, and it's ridiculous at how much more that I have to use with a brush, because the brush kind of just leaves it all pasty and it like leaves like blotches everywhere. Whereas with this, even though it's wet and it kind of soaks up a little bit of the foundation, I am still able to, you know, make sure that I can spread it around evenly, make sure that it looks great, you know, just to kind of add a little bit of like volume and definition to my face. I guess that's the words that I'm looking for it. But so after I'm done spreading, or I should say applying my foundation, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I have this retractable eyebrow pencil from Wet n Wild. It is in the color ash brown, and this is what it looks like in the packaging. And I love the fact that it's so sleek and so thin. And then this is what it looks like also. So when I take off the cap, this is what the tip looks like. And then you just twist it and you just apply it just like that. And it's kind of, you know, like my natural hair color, you guys, I am a ginger at heart, let me tell you. But my eyebrows have always been dark, so it's always been super hard for me to try to find a color that will match like my natural color of my eyebrows on top of just my natural, like whatever color my hair is gonna be. Because I'm sure you've seen in a lot of like whatever videos that I've posted. I know I've posted some of my, you know, TikTok compilation videos. Some of them you'll see me with blonde hair. And, you know, I love the blonde hair, don't get me wrong, but it's just so much money to like have to maintain and take care of. So I kind of just went back to having my hair black. I don't mind it at all. So see, after you do that with the retractable side, and then you have the little brush thing, I think I kind of put too much. I never like really ever wear this, so I kind of feel like I'm a clown just a little bit with a lot of eyebrow stuff on. Yeah, like one side is totally darker. I will be right back, guys. Let me fix this. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to make it work. I kind of just, I don't know, I feel like I did something wrong. I'm not even sure as to what it is I did, but whatever. So the next thing that I'm going to use is this eyeliner. It's called the Intense Ink Eyeliner. Oops. And it's by e.l.f. And it is a thick, super thick felt tip. And I love this thing so much. I love how I could do like a wing on it and whatnot. I can do like so many different things. It's amazing. And it's very sleek. So when I go and I want to like have a wing look, like I've got different eyeliners. So, you know, I have like a gel liner, and then I have, of course, this pen one. I have another one. It's like a brush, but for some reason I am not good at all with applying the brush one. For some reason, like you would think that because I do my eyeliner like all the time, you would think that I could do the brush. No. Like if I did the brush, this is how it would turn out with the thickest coat, and I'm just not good at it. Like I don't understand exactly like what it is. The look for today is nothing special. I'm not going anywhere special at all. I kind of just felt like filming a video because I really haven't done one in so long. You guys, if you see me like going in and out, it's because I have a mirror right here, and so it's the only way that I could be able to like do my eyeliner without being able to like, you know, not be in view. So I'm so sorry if you cannot see. I'm just trying to get this to look the best that I could possibly get it as possible. And I know like a lot of I see a lot of like tutorials on here from different types of actual, you know, makeup artists and stuff about how like if you hold your skin taut, or like the like where your eye is, if you hold it taut, you'll get like a perfect wing. And I have totally tried that, and it does work, don't get me wrong. But sometimes like I just kind of want to get used to not having to always constantly do something like that, you know what I mean? So I think that just doing it how I've been doing it, it'll help me get like the extra practice that I need in terms of just being able to get my makeup done and to be able to just have like the desired look that I'm going for, you know what I mean? Because I'm, in all honesty, like I'm really trying to get just a little bit of a thick line with this. And that's another thing that I like about this eyeliner, is the fact that I can use as much of the tip as I possibly could. So I could either just make it look like that or like that, just depending on how I decide to use it, which is great because I love exactly how that looks. And I think what I'm going to do next is my eyeshadow. First, I'm going to add the Wet n Wild Mega Volume mascara. I totally forgot what this was. Mascara in the color Very Black. I actually just bought it. I had the other one was like the black and yellow tube, and then on the tip it was like a little ball, but for some reason like I either ran out of that or it just went bad, so I had to throw it out. It was like not doing me any good at all. So I just go on and I apply this to the top part of my lashes. I'm not going to apply too much of the thickness for my lashes like I usually do, only because I am going to be applying some falsies. And it has taken me so long to get used to doing false lashes, because when I had first started doing it, I didn't know like that I could watch a YouTube video and watch it like a beginner's tutorial on how to apply false lashes. Well, I was able to sorry, I heard a noise, you guys. I was able to like watch like all these different YouTube videos on how to do it and how to apply the lashes and whatnot, and surprisingly like I got it. Actually, like just a couple weeks ago I managed to get it down, and I was so shocked. Because before, when I first put them on for my very first time, this was like a couple years ago, what ended up happening was I was like trying to figure out the glue portion, how to apply it directly onto my eyelid. It was such a disaster, you guys. I glued my finger to my eyelid and I glued my eyelid shut. Like, it was no joke, like such a disaster. And I laugh about it now because it's very true. Like, I just don't understand how I had managed to do all of that. And then, yeah, I knew about makeup tutorials and stuff on YouTube, and I knew about like how they had like beginner ones, but I didn't think they did like a separate YouTube video on just eyelashes by itself. Like, no joke. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna test this out. I want to see what YouTube has for me in terms of eyelashes. So I found the video and I was like, oh my gosh, where was this 2 years ago? I could have been a pro by now. But you know what? There's always a first time for everything, and I'm okay with that, you know? I have to be. So the next thing that I'm going to use is this long-lasting eye pencil by the brand Essence, and it's called Black Fever, and it's got 18-hour waterproof on there. So I am gonna apply this to my bottom lash line. or my waterline, I should say, just like that. And I'm gonna also do it on my upper waterline as well, because I kind of just want to hide, you know, a lot of like, can't even think of the word, but I just want to hide like the skin, not the skin color, but like just the little pink that you see from my skin, which doesn't bother me. But if I'm gonna do like a makeup tutorial, I kind of just want to go all out, you know? So that's the only part that I hate, is when I do it, like my eyes start to water, and it's so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that I got that part done, I'm actually kind of like looking at it, and I think that this side is a little thin on my eyeliner, so I'm gonna go into it just a little bit thicker, I think. There we go. I like that. I like how that looks. I actually like how that turned out. That looks so good. Maybe if I just drag out this just a little bit, let me see. There we go. Okay. So now the next thing that I think that I'm going to apply will be my eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution palette. I love these colors. They are so pigmented. And I have a thing for makeup palettes that have pigmented colors. If the colors are not pigmented enough for me, I'm just not going to use it, because I feel that I shouldn't have to do the extra work to apply like 4 or 5 layers of one color on one eyelid just to be able to come up with the desired look. And then it takes that much longer, especially if I'm in a hurry. So I think the color that I'm going to use to start off with is going to be this brown color right here. So this brown, I want to like add it to the corners, and just a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna go like too much into the corners with it, but I'm gonna go like enough into the corners where it'll kind of give it that little like smoky eye look, which is kind of what I'm going for, but not like too in depth. I hope you get what I mean. So I'm gonna do it with this eye and then just blend it out just a little bit. Now remember, guys, I did put the disclaimer out there that in no way am I a professional makeup artist whatsoever, so I apologize ahead of time if some of this doesn't work for you specifically, because everybody is different in terms of makeup, and when it comes to like what colors work best for them. I actually, like, when I go shopping for makeup, no joke, I spend a good like 2 or 3 hours just trying to make sure that I have the final colors, or the right colors that I know that I can use that are going to match my skin tone, because like I said before, my skin tone is always changing with the seasons. And that's also another thing that I have the biggest issue with, is the fact that when the seasons change, not only does my skin tone change, but my my skin itself changes. So it's like sometimes in the summertime it's more dry, and then in the wintertime it's more oily, and then like in the spring it's kind of like in between. So I have to buy my makeup based off of how my skin is, and it sucks because I can spend so much money on all this makeup, and do it for unnecessary reasons, because if I could just find like one brand of makeup that'll cover everything for all season, that would be great. But I haven't really found anything yet. The next color that I'm going to use on this palette, I'm gonna start off with this darkish. It kind of looks burgundy in the camera, but it's actually like a faded or pale mauve color. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop a little bit on there, shake off the rest, and I'm just gonna apply that on top of the brown that I just put on. I want to give my eyes just a little bit of pop. Usually I do my makeup based off of what I'm gonna wear for the day, but let's be honest, I just have not had time to really do too much of any of that. So I think I'm gonna wear like my black shirt with some blue jeans. Mind you guys, I live in Vegas, so the temperature is usually about, like right now because it's summertime, it gets up to like 105, 110. And yeah, so it's just not, it's not, you know. I'm going ahead to use this other pink color, as you can see, which is that one right there. And I'm just applying it gently, like right there on my lid. And then I'm gonna get a clean brush, because I'm done with all of these. Usually I set, if I have like a an eyelid primer, I will usually set that with like a clear color of eyeshadow. But today I'm not using that, because like I said, the only time I would really ever go like in full depth with everything is if I was to like do a full coverage glam look. So I'm gonna go with this clean brush, and I'm just gonna kind of just blend it all together, just to make sure, you know, that the colors are okay, that I didn't miss any spots, things are just going, you know, a-okay. Oh, and I wanted to tell you the two brushes that I use, honestly, like this one I got off of Wish. This one is Essence brand, and it even tells you smoky eye brush. That's why I love Essence, because they can do so much to help you. And then this, I think, was a off-brand of a mermaid color brush that I bought at Marshall's. So they have a lot of good stuff there. Let me tell you guys, they have a crap ton of good things there. So the next thing that I'm going to use is this bronzer from Wet n Wild. It's the color Icon. It's got SPF 15, and the color is Bikini Contest number 740. And I'm gonna use this brush. This is the All Around Flawless F2 brush that I also bought at Marshall's. And I'm going to apply this all around like my hairline to start off with, my cheekbones, just so that way I know that like when I'm applying it, I can be able to see that I have a little bit of a bronzed look. And then I don't really apply too much. I don't, because the reason is because of the heat that is out here in Vegas. I feel like my face will melt off if I put on way too much makeup at all times. So, and I think I just used the wrong brush for bronzing, because I have a different brush and I use this for my setting powder. So I think what I'm gonna do, and the setting powder that I use is the Sheer Tint Finishing Powder by e.l.f. I love the packaging. One of the cool things about this thing is you have this part right here, which is the little pan with the powder. Of course, you have the mirror, and then underneath on the bottom is a little pad thing. I really don't use that, so I've kind of just been using just the pan portion that has the powder in it. Let me go ahead and just apply this all over. We have 2 things left to do for this tutorial, and it's going to be to apply the falsies and my lip color for the day. And you guys like this video, subscribe to it, hit that little notification bell so you know whenever I upload a new video. I'm definitely trying to work a whole lot harder on uploading videos. I think that I should do it every week instead of like once every 2 months, but I'm working on it, you know, with a job and 3 kids and, you know, a house to be able to manage. It's kind of complicated, so, you know, I'm trying to fit time in. So the lashes that I'm using are going to be the Kiss brand number 01, and I'm going to be using those. And to glue them, I'm going to be using the Dark Tone Duo Glue. I just love this. It holds them on so well, and I cannot do without this glue. And I use the dark tone one because I use my black eyeliner and it just kind of matches a little bit. I don't use a whole lot of glue though, so give me just a second. I'm gonna go off camera to apply these lashes. Okay guys, I'm back, and I had applied the lashes, and I don't know, like I'm just so in love with these lashes, because these lashes, you don't necessarily have to wear them with makeup. You can even wear them without makeup and they still look good, let me tell you. And you know, it tells you the option on the back of the packaging when you have it that you can cut the lashes to your desired length. And I'm like, I sit here all the time after I apply them and I look at them and I'm just like, why do I have to cut them? Like, I love the length of them. I don't know, like I just feel weird though, like they're so lightweight. I can't even tell, like there'll be times where I'm wearing these lashes and then I'll sit here and I'll just be like, oh shit, I'm still wearing my eyelashes. Like I forget that I even have them because they're so lightweight. And that's the one thing that I love about the Kiss brand. I haven't tried any other brand yet. If you have any ideas of any other brand that feels lightweight like these do, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments. I would love to hear that. So what I'm doing now is I'm using a lip liner by the brand Milani. This is, what color is this? It doesn't even say, but it's the number 03. Oh, just kidding. It is Nude. Nude 03. This is the lip liner that I'm using. And I just kind of like line my lips very subtly, as you can see. And I like to go on the outer portion of my lips, not the inner. I mean, as you can see, as I line it, you can see that little like indent that is right there. And you know, I've noticed that's what a lot of the stars do, a lot of the Hollywood stars, to help their lips like look thicker. It's not that they get like, a lot of them don't really get lip injections at all. They just basically line the outer part of their lips and then they fill it in and they look like very plump and freaking gorgeous. As you can see, I already have thick lips, so I really don't have to do that. I kind of just choose to, whatever, you know. And then I kind of just go in with the lip liner, you know, to kind of just fill in certain spots of my lips. And last but not least, I am using the Milani brand lipstick. And what is the color? It's called Matte Incontinence number 60. Love this color. It is such a nude color. And I think it blends well with this lip liner too. And there's not very many, you know, brands that you can blend it together with the lip liner and the lip gloss. So this kind of works out perfectly. All right, and there is the lips, and I have done my part today for this tutorial, and I think that next week I might do another one. Since I have 2 days off a week, I think I'm gonna try my hardest to at least film on one of those days off this week, so that way, you know, I can be able to at least upload some more videos for you guys. Please let everybody know, you know, I am just starting out on YouTube, and you know, I don't have like all the professional equipment like all the other fancy YouTubers do and stuff, but I am trying to, you know, get out there and make it big and do my best on tutorials. So please, if you guys have any advice, please let me know. Feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know, you know, as long as it's not any like hate or anything like that, I'm good, you know. But at the same time, just please understand that when I do film my videos, I do put disclaimers out there that I am not a professional in any way. None of these videos are sponsored in any way. So everything that I do buy, I buy out of, or everything that I do have, I buy out of pocket with my own money. And I just want you guys to know that for the YouTube community, I am willing to go as far as I need to, you know, hopefully get big on YouTube. So with that being said, this is the final look of the tutorial that I have done today, and I hope you guys like and subscribe. Bye bye guys, love you.